Hello guys, what's up? Back at him again here with another YouTube video, and today I have a more serious subject to cover here. It is an environmental issue that's very close to home here. It's the Biscayne Bay, the fish kills. You've seen it on Instagram, probably. You saw the guy who was paddling around Biscayne Bay, and just tons of fish dead, just washed up on the shores of the small little islands, I guess you could call them, there, and just on the surface of the water as well. And this has overall been a really large issue here, as our biodiversity is dying here in South Florida. So here's what the Miami New Times has to say about this. It's been almost 2 weeks since dead fish started floating to the surface of Biscayne Bay. And since August 10th, scientists and environmentalists have been trying to figure out why animals in the bay are dying while making Hail Mary efforts to save those that are trying to survive. It's due to low oxygen levels in the water and made it hard for the fish and other marine life to continue living underwater lives as usual. Of course, they will suffocate and they will die. So here it says it here. DeHart says oxygenation levels were about 6% at the bottom, between 20 and 30% of the surface, although he says some water samples taken elsewhere in the bay measured as low as 0%. So he says he gets extremely worried about these animals at lower than 50%, and lower for 30% is cause for alarm. Here it's 20 to 30%, and then 6% here, 20 to 30%, and then 0% in some places. So this is incredible here, as once dead, and this issue compounds upon itself, as we're going to see here. A lot of the fish are dying, are actually just sinking, so the toll is a lot greater than what we're seeing at the surface. And then once the fish are dead here, those fish breed bacteria which suck even more oxygen out of the water. So we've been setting up composting bins to scoop the dead fish out of the water. So now we need random people just get gloves on, get the fish, take them out of the water. I mean, right now this is crazy, guys. Like, we need to spread awareness about this, and possibly, if you see a dead fish, if you have the proper equipment, pick it up, and don't kill fish and stuff, guys. Be environmentally conscious. And one of the causes of this is fertilizer use, because the runoff created, as well as the plants that grow really quickly and then die due to that. So when the plants die, they do the same thing as the fish, and then the fish start to die, and then it gets even worse when the fish die. So it's a compounding issue of less and less oxygen causing more and more death, and the death causes even less oxygen. So any fish that survive the low oxygenation levels will then just die due to even more loss of oxygen here. So sewer leaks, septic tank leaks, stormwater runoff, and fertilizer are the causes here. That's what the Miami Waterkeeper executive director here. So overall, it's us here. These are our sewers. These are our septic tanks. This is our fertilizer as well, and it contains the bacteria which deprive it, as well as the nutrients from fertilizer, and those cause algae growth, and they fertilize the already blooming growths here. So we're having a serious problem here, and hundreds of gallons here of raw sewage have leaked for years. This is crazy. And then rising water temperatures are not the only thing to blame. However, climate change, global warming through climate change, is exacerbating the problem even further here. So this problem was a long time coming. However, we just did not have a problem to this extent until now. However, now that we have the problem, it's going to be very hard to fix, as it just keeps on getting worse, worse, and worse. And of course, as I said before, we're only seeing very little of the actual damage to the fish population, as very few of them actually die on the surface. They will sink down many times, and not that many will actually wash up on shore. Like, some will just sink to the bottom, and then from there they get eaten by the bacteria, which then deprives even more oxygen. So, you know, um, this is just crazy. And then, of course, they say no easy fixes here. Um, it's a helpless feeling, and right now, this is just a long time. This is a problem that's a long time coming here, and honestly, guys, this is just something to be aware of, guys. Right now, I think we need to lobby for um, a stop to uses of fertilizer for the summer months. So anywhere from April to about September, like maybe May to September, but we cannot have this happen again, because it's killing the biodiversity here. And right now, it's just compounding upon the problem, because already climate change is making the waters more less oxygenated because it's hotter water. And then just with the raw sewage, of course we need to fix the sewage leaks, but first we could stop using the fertilizer in summer months here, because the runoff then fuels the growth of even more algae, and that algae sucks even more of the oxygen out of the water. So honestly, as I said, no easy fixes, guys. So please share this video, guys, if you want to spread awareness of this issue right now. Um, Overall, it's just crazy here, because every time I pretty much hear about climate change, outside of the flooding in Miami Beach, it's always somewhere else that's experiencing, somewhere else that has the hurricane, somewhere else where the fish are dying, somewhere else where they have a very bad harvest, where they have a very bad famine, where there's extreme heat, where there's flooding. But this is happening right here in Miami, and I don't think it's covered enough, guys. So please share this video, guys. This was a more serious video from me. Overall, I want to go into covering more of this as well as the news, guys. So please support me. Drop a like on this video. Make sure to share it. Put it on your Instagram story, and just help me out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out.